Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to CosmoMuse Tarot and another one of my Friday insight readings where we get yes, no, maybe answers to questions you've brought here. Just a reminder that in order to get the most clear answer possible, phrase your question so that getting a yes is the outcome you are hoping for. And make sure you're really clear about your question as well when you go to your pile. Okay, that being said, we've got 4 piles to choose from today. Of course, if you have more than one question, you can choose piles for each of your questions. So pile 1, we have a blue calcified coral. Pile 2, we have a rose quartz point. Pile 3 is Dalmatian jasper. And pile 4 is a quartz cluster. Okay, if you need more time feeling into which pile or piles are drawing you in, you can pause here. Timestamps are in the descriptions, and I will see you guys in your readings. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your yes, no, maybe reading. Just make sure your question is clear in your head before we dive into this. And again, that it's phrased so that yes is the outcome you would want. Okay, we are going to draw some tarot cards to get your answer. And then once we have your answer, we will do a few Goddess and Astrology Oracle cards to give some insight into the answer you got. Okay. Feeling this. Those 2. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ooh, the Magician and the Devil. Okay, those are kind of competing for a yes and no. 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and 9 of Pentacles. I feel like we have a majority of positive cards here. I don't love seeing the Devil, but the Magician, 9 of Pentacles, and 3 of Cups are all really, really beautiful cards to have. And I think outweigh the energy of the Devil. Overall, I'm feeling a sense of, well, you know, with like the 9 of Wands next to the Devil, I think you're reflecting and maybe having some revelations about things you've been overly attached to, things that have held power over you. And yeah, having some realizations coming through, and that's helping you to move into more authentic and empowered energy, especially around sort of feeling your life as beautiful and your communities as beautiful. There's definitely something coming through here about manifesting community and lifestyle. So maybe, you know, because this is a general reading, maybe one of those things hits for you, or maybe all of them make sense. But there is, you know, there is a yes here, but I do feel like there's something you're needing to, if it doesn't already make sense about something about like reflecting on life and coming into a revelation about something that's held too much power over you, then I would say that's something you still need to do, but there is definitely the energy to get a yes if you were to do that. That's sort of what I'm feeling. Okay, let's do some oracle cards. Let's move these. And I do love the bird above this person. It kind of feels like that revelation, like reflecting and revelation, able to move again, able to manifest and move. Yeah. But there's some reflecting needing to be done. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get a few astrology cards. Let's see how many, that might be too many, but let's see. We have Leo, opposition, and 7th house. I think you're needing to find your strength in a situation. This is definitely like contentious energy, confrontation. But if you can listen to your heart, and this may be about allowing your heart to step in and help you to kind of move out of some kind of tension where there's something's held some power over you, or something you haven't been aware of about yourself that you've been too attached to. I think your heart is an important factor in the reflection here of being able to see this and being able to lead you out of it. And bringing you, I know this says the 7th house, it says relationship, but there's so much more contained in the 7th house, and my sense of that is like balance restored, like letting your heart lead you, confronting what's sort of held some power over you, or attachments that have held you back in some way, and restoring balance. Let's get a moon card about this. And look at this, Leo comes out again. Oh, there's 2 here actually. I thought there was a second one. Take time to breathe out as well, and that feels like that reflection. Take time to breathe out. Don't let pride get in your way. So that's another energy coming from the Leo, is like dropping into your heart allows you to sort of shed some ego walls and some pride. So maybe there's something about ego or pride that you've been a little too attached to, you're needing to confront to restore balance. And this is just confirming some time to reflect, to breathe out, to kind of let go of something, potentially some pride or ego, for that balance to come in. Okay, and then last we are going to get a goddess card for you to leave you with a goddess message about this. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. And that definitely could roll into that ego stuff and pride stuff. Like sometimes we need to love the people around us and ourselves, even if it doesn't sort of fit into some kind of image thing or expectation that we've been holding that's maybe a little too rigid. It's like whatever's in your life right now, and whatever you've asked about is sort of like meant to be here. Yeah, drop into your heart and love something about your question, despite certain appearances. All right, I hope this resonated. If so, I always appreciate support from you guys. Lets me know what you guys are liking. With the like button, definitely subscribe if you're not. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well, but I'm just grateful that you are here in general. So yeah, have a beautiful day wherever and whenever you are, and good luck with your question. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your Friday Insight with your yes, no, maybe questions answered. So you guys picked the beautiful rose quartz point. I definitely got, when I laid that down, kind of a cool factor vibe from it. I don't know how that integrates into what you've asked about, but something, I don't know, there's a cool vibe going on. So we're going to get several tarot cards to get your yes, no, maybe, and then we will do some oracle cards to get some insight into your answer. Let's see, I'm going to pull these down for now. And let's get 2 more. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I'm actually going to move your little stone over here. Okay, so we've got Death. We've got Page of Pentacles. That in itself feels like some kind of rebirth, transformation going on. 10 of Wands. 9 of Swords. Ten of Cups. This is very high-low stuff. And 8 of Swords. Okay. I am getting overall here a no. Between Death, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. The two that I really like are Page of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. I think those are some silver linings, but I think with Death coming out first, there does feel like some major transformation is in process right now. And I think the outcome is going to be you getting a renewed sense of what your purpose is. And sort of like what you've been feeling like your purpose is, or some sort of purpose to your question even. Maybe like anxiety ridden and a bit heavy right now, but in this transformation, you're going to come to this new like sense of potential and purity, and a sense of like wanting to feel more kind of pleasure and joy connected to with what you find purpose in and where you find your purpose, and not having it feel so burdensome is what I'm feeling here. And I feel like the 10 of Cups sandwiched between all of these hard cards is kind of like that's where this transformation is going. It's like, you know that you have it in you to feel life as harmonious and fortunate and beautiful and flowing, but whatever you're focused on right now is really blocking that. It's sandwiching it in like a trash compactor or something, like it's squishing. That's gotta get the sense of what you've asked about is like squishing joy out of you, or some connection to feeling pleasure in life. And it's like, trust that there's transformation in process, and you're going to come out the other side with like a much more refreshed, alive, better something going on here. So definitely a silver lining, but yeah, what you asked about is a no, but there's something so much better and so much more deeply connected to your true purpose, and your true purpose needing to feel more pleasurable to you, more lighter, lighter, more hopeful, more ease, more just spark with life is what I'm feeling. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. We're going to do some astrology and moon cards and a goddess card to get a little bit more insight into what you've asked about. I've got Jupiter. Let's get one more astrology. And 11th house. Yeah, something about, 11th house can have a real deep connection to liberating and feeling hope and belief in not even in our future, but in the future in general, but it can also be your future. This card connects it with community, so it can really connect to our groups in life. And Jupiter is this sense of being willing to kind of push out of our comfort zones, to expand and broaden our horizons and open new doors, and just like really expand life. And so I'm feeling like a need to liberate from, especially this 8 of Swords. It's like liberating from some boxes you've kind of been put in or put yourself in. And that's what this transformation is going to do. So yeah, huge silver lining coming through for you guys, even though there's a no here. You're like really about to bust through some some hindrances. And then we've got time for healing. Yep. And full moon in Aquarius, which is the 11th house, is its natural house. Show the world the real you. Exactly. Yes. Whatever you've asked about is like, I don't know. It's become burdensome. Something's about it not aligned to who you are becoming, who you are growing into. And then we're going to leave you with a goddess message, and you have Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And this is the, I want to say Mesopotamian goddess who would be very similar to Venus. So it's also, you know, I did pick up on this thing of like needing to, in the transformation that's taking place in you, that trying to lead you to having like a softer, easier, more pleasurable kind of connection to life and what you do, and especially whatever you've asked about, that category of life, needing to feel more self-love, pleasure, enjoyment. So yeah, beautiful. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. So it is overall a no, but there is a massive silver lining for you. Something, a huge transformation is taking place, and such beauty, and just like easier, better, more beautiful, more valuable way around what you've asked about to unfold, that will liberate, will feel liberating as well in general, expanding and liberating. Okay, so if this resonated, I always appreciate support from you guys, likes, shares, subscribes. Also, always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. Nice to hear from you guys here and there. And definitely wishing you good luck with whatever you've asked about, and this transformation and silver lining coming in. And I will see you in future readings. Welcome, Pile 3, to your Friday Insight reading, where we are going to get yes, no, maybe questions for answers you brought here. Definitely, as I put this tarot deck down, I got just like fully sucked into the center of this sun, almost like it was a portal or like a rabbit hole. I got that energy of like going down a rabbit hole or through a portal, something like deep diving something. So I don't know if that's your general energy or something to do with your question. But we are going to do several tarot cards initially to tease out your yes, no, maybe answer. And then we will do some oracle cards to get some insight into the answer you got. Okay, so we've got our first card, the Chariot. I haven't been turning these over right away, which I'm not going to unless they flip over. Partially for my brain, because I start to get really distracted if the cards come out before I have them all out. But sometimes they want to come out. So Chariot, it does feel meaningful though, then that Chariot, something's moving forward. Okay, that's all the cards we need. Let's pull these down a little bit. Okay, so Chariot, something's moving forward, and that feels very pivotal to whatever you've asked. So my sense is, even if, before we look at the other cards, because this feels important to really tune into on its own a bit, so even if you end up with a no, there's still the essence of like something is moving forward. Or something, you know, the Chariot can also be sort of like getting our lives together, getting something together, or it can be moving forward. So if it's a yes, that's great. Whatever you've asked about is moving forward. If it's a no, it's sort of like, well, no to what you asked, but there's still something moving forward. So let's get into the other cards and actually get that yes, no, maybe. So we've got 7 of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, the Sun, wow, Ten of Swords, okay, and the World, interesting. There's a split here for me. Well, let's talk through these and see where it goes. Because Ten of Swords and the World, these are both like completion, paradigm shift. Ten of Swords is like hitting the brick wall, hitting the edge of something and coming into a paradigm shift. The World can be success, but it's also sort of the end of a cycle. And connected, it's like, yeah, the end of a cycle that's maybe been anxiety ridden, an end of overthinking, of too much mental energy, of too much connecting, so what's ending feels good to me, which then adds to a yes factor with these other cards coming in. So I feel like this is almost like I almost think there's like three, I almost have to read, this came out on its own and these two feel like they're saying something independent. And this feels more related to your actual yes, no. So Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Sun, that's a huge yes, like wish fulfillment, really caring about the things you're investing in right now. So whatever you've asked about, this would say to like really put time and effort and energy into this and to believe that you can succeed, believe in the timing, believe in your dreams, your wishes. And then this saying whatever this yes is bringing an end of a cycle. And the World also connected to success. I would say like successfully overcoming an anxious phase around life or your question. And then just like a more luscious energy coming in. But definitely, yeah, I'm feeling like this is a yes with your question. You have the green light to move forward. Things you've been anxious about or too in your head about, you're successfully overcoming. And you'll start to, with the Sun, kind of be able to live more through your heart, move through your heart, believe through your heart. With the Seven of Pentacles, kind of feel some pleasure in what you're investing in and molding in life. Yeah, so a yes here, but I want to say that maybe whatever you've asked about has held a lot of, I don't know, mental struggle around it, but that should be dissipating. If it hasn't already, it should be soon. But definitely, and the Chariot being that pivotal card that was like wanted its own attention and to hog the spotlight from the other cards is like something about, something's pulling together here, and that's like the timing is now coming into alignment. Okay, so let's get some astrology and moonology insight into your answer, the yes that you have. Sixth house. So for some of you, this could have to do with lifestyle, wellness, health, or work, and a sense of sustainability within those rhythms and processes that feel right to you, that bring you like into your natural rhythms, your natural talents, that kind of stuff. And then Libra, so finding your natural balance, your natural rhythms, and that helping you to find more harmony and peace with others also. And then this one actually is a 44 too, which I love double numbers. They just have a little bit more charge and power around them. And 4 is like the foundations And then they add up to 8, which is sort of like achievement. So yeah, like I feel like mind over matter here, and coming into a more pleasurable phase and more balanced, rhythmic, natural rhythm and elegant phase coming through. And let's get a couple of moon cards. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. And the 7 of Pentacles is a Taurus card here. So I really feel the need to say, sure, a practical plan, but also being led through your heart to find more pleasure in your days and in your balance. Moving in, you know, creating systems and processes and routines and wellness in a fashion that feels good to you. You know, like really paying attention to what feels good to you, what feels pleasure, not just good, like what feels pleasurable to you. And then we have Virgo again, which is the 6th house's natural ruler, a time to give rather than take. But also just that's tapping into lifestyle, rhythm, purpose, work, and how you process things and systemize things and refine and organize. But it is also, Virgo definitely does have a connection to service to it, which is what this card wants to highlight. So pay attention to what people want from you, not in terms of like needing to just be at everyone's beck and call, but sometimes when we get a little bit of insight through what people are wanting from our services, it can show us clues about our purpose, which can then help us to kind of start organizing life around that purpose a little bit more clearly. Okay, and then to end, we're going to get you a goddess card. Just a parting message. Beautiful. Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. I always feel like this is anyone. It doesn't have to be children. Children to me is like if you're in a guidance role or a teacher role, those people you're teaching could be like your children. They don't have to literally be children, but this is saying you have like some mentoring capacity in something here. There's definitely, you know, which is a Virgo thing as well. So that Virgo energy coming through pretty strong in the Oracle cards. Yeah, I don't know if what you've asked has something to do with work or services you've gained skills in or offer into the world, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about like tuning into, you know, how people are wanting to tune into what you have to offer, and really kind of organizing your ability to mentor through what people are asking for. Yeah, and that helping you to show something about your natural rhythm, because sometimes people from the outside are it's so much easier for them to see where our real strengths are than for us to see them sometimes. And so sometimes it can help to see what people are asking for from us, can really clarify where we might be a little bit muddy. So I don't know if that's helpful, at least to a few. That message might only be for a few people, but that felt the need to come through. Okay, this is where I'm going to leave you. So just to reiterate, there is a yes here, but there's something you're also moving out of, like you're overcoming. But right timing, green light, moving forward, and something about work, lifestyle, for a few people, possibly mentoring, and whatever you're doing, whatever you've asked about, doing it in a way that is also pleasurable to you. So we can listen to what people want from us, but we can always tap into that and organize around that and do it in a way that feels good and pleasurable to us. So, you know, balance, right? A little bit of listening to what others want and a little bit of doing what we want. That might be what that balance is. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave you guys. If this resonated, I always appreciate support from y'all. Likes, shares, subscribes are always, nice to have, and let me know what you're liking, what's resonating, all that. Definitely kind and thoughtful comments are fun to receive as well. And yeah, I hope this leaves you somewhere where you are having a beautiful day. And good luck with this. All right, see you guys in future readings. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your Yes, No, Maybe Friday Insight reading. So to start, we are going to get your actual yes, no, maybe from the tarot, and then we will do a few oracle cards to get further insight into the answer you get. Okay, so get a few more. Nope. Okay, let's see what we've got here. All right, the Emperor, Six of Wands, starting out very strong. Let's see where else we go. The Hanged One. I don't know if you're coming out of an incubation time. Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, literally moving out of some kind of rocky moment. These are really beautiful cards in general. I wouldn't say minus the Hanged One. It's not necessarily a bad card, but we'll get to that. But definitely this feeling of like you're moving from a phase that's been a little bit tumultuous, chaotic, maybe leaving something in the dust, and really coming into this new phase of like feeling new clarity, feeling new impulse, feeling a new sense of order about something, and really successfully charging into that in a way where you're really starting to see how you can integrate aspects of life or aspects of yourself or things that you've been juggling in a way that they make sense in the same world suddenly. Like you're able to hold what you've been trying to hold, or synthesize what you've been trying to synthesize, or things coming together unexpectedly in a way where it just simplifies life, or simplifies how you're trying to manage and balance all of these things, and finding, like some kind of new mile marker, new success, some kind of congratulations and win coming, and like coming out of an incubation and a kind of a moving away from something that's been tumultuous. So there's, just to be clear, there is a yes here, but I was just kind of going through the story of what I saw. So for some of you, because the Hanged One has shown up and the Six of Swords has shown up, I feel like this is probably where you are right now, and that the need I felt to kind of push these up, that made me kind of zero in on them too. Like, I think this is where you're at. Like, you're moving away potentially from something that's been rocky, and you feel sort of nebulous. Like, I sense I'm going towards something better and more calm. But I'm still needing to see something to integrate all I've learned, to look back and find the meaning of it all, and really assimilate what I've been through. I think where you're at right now, you're still in that process, but on the other side of that is a really beautiful yes. There's clarity, there's new order, there's success, there's some kind of mile marker or new something new and exciting. I don't know if it's new home, new job, new relationship. It could be anything, but something to celebrate. And then, yeah, life again, like coming, things you've been having to hold and manage and prioritize, like starting to make sense and streamline and assimilate and work much better in the framework of your life and in relation to each other, that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards around all of this. So when this is coming out, we will have been through spring equinox already, and I'm feeling specifically in this group that spring energy, like really feeling like it's about to break through. I think you can sense it, like this pregnant woman, like I think you can sense that spring energy, that new order and victory and some kind of new thing about to birth. And this is like confirmation that, yeah, that's coming. Okay, let's get some oracle cards from astrology and the moon to get some insight into all of this. Aries, which is spring equinox. And then Scorpio, transformation or investigate. Oh, I don't know why I did 3 of these. I've only been doing 2. That's all right. And moon, perception. Yeah, I think you're still reflecting. I think you're still incubating things. So the moon showing up, definitely confirming what I felt of like things for you still might be kind of assimilating and a little cloudy and nebulous. But that Aries spring equinox energy is about to burst through, where it's sort of like things become clear. You move from having really porous, nebulous boundaries with life where you're at the edge of things and at the edge of your own energy, into coming into like a rebirth where you're at your strongest, most clear, most energetic boundaries. So those are about to snap back into place. But Scorpio coming up here is also tapping into what I was feeling like. Yeah, some reflection needs to be done. There's something transforming. It's worth asking some whys and digging into some questions, following those little breadcrumbs, to gain, go deeper into something, to gain clarity about something. That's part of the incubation process that you're currently in, is do ask questions, do investigate, do live an examined life, ask questions about who you are. Okay, and then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. I love it, yep. And then conclusions are within reach. So this is like really, really close, right around the corner. Within reach, whatever that means to you. It is within reach. Okay, I'm going to leave you with a goddess card message. Let's just take the top one. And it is a very fortunate goddess that came out for you guys, which is awesome. Abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Lovely. I think you'll know it. You'll feel it when this opens in you and when this becomes an energy around you, but gives a clue into what that new kind of energy, the rebirth might be about, is like a much more abundant cycle. And that gives more insight into the Scorpio. Investigate because Scorpio has a deep connection to wealth and debt. And so with the prosperity coming, that's more that wealth side, like maybe what you're asking about has had to do, for some of you, this might just be a message for a few of you, but like financial planning, being more strategic about building wealth in life, and whatever you're going to rebirth into, like that becoming more clear and strategized, and like long-term goals feeling clear around how to do that, or circumstances coming in where you can start to do that. Yeah, very cool. Okay, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. If this resonated, I always appreciate support. Likes, shares, subscribes, those are the easiest ways. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. And yeah, I hope that wherever and whenever you are, you're having a beautiful day. And I wish you all the luck in the world with whatever you've asked about. It's within reach. Okay, see you guys in future readings.